without control or interference by a government or other power. Words are powerful and they mean things. And right now in this election, as you very well know, there is nothing short of freedom and liberty on the line. We can look through the laundry list of examples of how increasingly our government is becoming more and more tyrannical and taking more and more of our freedom away. Oftentimes it is cloaked in, well, we have to do this in order to keep you safe, or we have to do this because we know what's best for you. But even now we are seeing that they're not even making excuses anymore. The brazen abuse of power and power grabs that are ongoing. We look at the last 4 years under the Biden-Harris administration, and I thought, as I look through all these examples, and I talk about them very often so that we are reminded of the truth about what's really going on. How many of you saw Kamala Harris's first ad? Her latest campaign ad? A few of you. So for those of you who haven't seen it, the two words that she is using in that ad and that you will continue to hear for the next 3 months is freedom and our future. She is promising to be a president who will champion our freedom and who will bring about a bright future. Don't forget this, because you know the power. We're already seeing the big propaganda media machine in full speed. They are trying to revise history and trying to create this image of Kamala Harris that is not based on reality. And she is using these words very intentionally, that she will fight for our freedom and our future. Know this, because you guys are the soldiers who are out on the streets, who are the truth tellers. And this is what we are going to be confronted with on every front. And the best way to combat their propaganda is with courageous and strong voices of truth. The irony and the hypocrisy is so rich here because, again, she will say these words that are powerful words, that have a powerful meaning to all of us as Americans and to those of us who have volunteered to serve our country. When we take that oath to support and defend the Constitution, it means something in a visceral way. So it is rich to hear these words coming from a person who was charged with the serious task of securing our borders, lied to us for the last 3 years telling us the borders are secure. Shouldn't even have to go to the border because there's nothing going on there. She's all... And so what are they saying now about the border? Oh, that was never her job at all. This is coming from someone who outright rejects the Constitution. If you remember when she was a senator on the Judiciary Committee, she was questioning one of Trump's judicial nominees, Brian Boucher, and opposing him and attacking him because he had the audacity to be a devout Catholic and a member of the Knights of Columbus. That disqualified him in her view. She should read the Constitution, perhaps, and take a look at what Article 6 says, that there shall be no religious test. As she touts freedom, she does not believe in free speech, and she stood right alongside Joe Biden in calling for standing up our modern-day ministry of truth to tell us what we are allowed to see, what we are allowed to say, and what information we must be protected from because a woman who does the Mary Poppins dance says it is so.